I'm going to attempt to show off the latest features in my MSX2 Core. And right now I'm actually running a custom BIOS. This is a Sony BIOS, and the Core will not ship with this, so you'll have to find your own BIOS. So here you can see that, well, this is pleasantly controlled by the keyboard, but I think I do have to press return here. And you'll see none of my buttons are working. None of my buttons are going to press return here. But if I hold down left, right, and select, you can see I have a keyboard now. So I can go to return, and that will allow me to actually hit keys on the keyboard. So I'll hit return on this, and return again. And then to get rid of the keyboard, you'll do the same thing, left, right, and the select button. And depending on the BIOS, you may be running a European BIOS. So in that instance, you'll want to do left, right, and start. And you'll see that the keyboard changes slightly to reflect the differences in that keyboard. So if you go up to caps lock here, this is different on a European keyboard. If I shift back to the Japanese keyboard, you'll see some of these, you'll see some of these when caps lock is enabled, they shuffle. So those keys are different between the Japanese and European keyboards. So if you're running a Japanese BIOS, you want to use the Japanese keyboard, that's select. And if you're running a European BIOS, you want to use the start button to toggle the keyboard on and off. So right now I'm going to go back to the Japanese one. And whoops, I hit escape by accident. And you can see that worked as well. So that's and you can type as well. So if you loaded up a basic ROM and it was like how to learn BASIC, you could literally start coding in BASIC on your MSX2 here. So that's the keyboard overlay, and again, that's left, right triggers, and the select or start button. Select again, Japanese keyboard, and start button shows and hides the European one. And the caps lock is sticky, so if you click caps lock, it will toggle it until you select it again and toggle it off. And the other thing I want to show, so you can load your own BIOS, and I am running a custom BIOS right now. You can also just quit. If you quit the core, if you reset the core, no, not reset, if you quit the core, it will go back to the C BIOS, which is the one that it does ship with. So if I load this back up, you'll see the C BIOS again. And I think that's about all I wanted to show. I do want to say that once in a while when you load up a game, you'll see a one row of pixels on the bottom of the screen. It's annoying for sure, and I'm not quite sure what's causing it, but I am debugging that right now. So hopefully that disappears soon, but if you load up a game, you may or may not see that line. And if you do see it, you can just quit out of the core. There it is on Pac-Man. So if you quit out of the core, or if you load a custom BIOS, usually that won't reappear. So if I go back here and I'll load Pac-Man again, we'll see if that line disappears. It's indeterminate, which isn't great for debugging purposes. So if I go into slot A, I'll reload Pac-Man. And now there is no line. So that's just a bug that I'm working through, but I don't think it's enough to hold back the core. So I'm going to release this as is, and I'll continue working on it and adding features as people request it. I'm also working on disk support, multiple disk support, and that's where we're at. Thanks.